G'day YouTube, Down to Bricks here. What you building? Today I'm in my element because I am back building a superhero set. Not just superheroes, but Batman. So how cool is that? Today we have got set 76054, Batman Scarecrow Harvest of Fear. It is 563 pieces. We get 5 minifigs. It'll cost you £60, 60 US, 70 Euro and 130 Australian. That's right, you heard me right. Now I was lucky enough to have this set sent to me from the independent Lego store. I'm Rick James Bricks, and if you're in Australia here, you can pick up this set from Rick for 110 bucks. So if you're on the hunt for some Lego sets, I encourage you to go and check out I'm Rick James Bricks. I've got a link in the description so you can head straight to his store and check him out online. You get free shipping over 150 bucks. So awesome store to shop from. He is also the reseller for Brickarm Citizen Bricks, and he does sell CMFs as well. And if you're overseas, you can actually purchase that stuff from him as well. So go and check him out. But now it's time to get stuck into this set. Now I'm going to start with the minifigs. We're going to check out each of these vehicles in the set, and then I'm going to come back and give you my final thoughts. So let's start with the farmer, and it's a pretty cool random sort of minifig to get in a superhero set, but I really like the dirty singlet print on the torso. We get a scared face print, and from the back we can see that awesome torso print continues. My only complaint about this minifig is that we don't get an alternate face print. Of course we only get a cap, so it would have been showing, but I think it just would have been nice to get a different face print to just the scared look. And on to the bad guys, where we get Scarecrow and Killer Moth. And these are just outstanding looking minifigures. Lego have done such a great job with these. Look at the print on Scarecrow. I mean, that is just fantastic. The torso leg print, really good. The face print, I mean, check out that face. Now, it's just so good to get a new Scarecrow. The hair and hat piece is all one moulding. And of course, we get the pitchfork. Really a big fan of Scarecrow. And I'm really surprised to say I'm just a bigger fan of Killer Moth. And I think they've also done a great job with this minifigure. Again, we get great printing. We do get his weapon as well. But if we take those accessories away just to have a better look at those prints, and it really is fantastic. The leg printing, I love the leg printing on Killer Moth. And the big thing that surprises me with that printing is it actually goes around on the side of the legs as well, as you can see there. From the side here, that gives you a better look at that mask as well, the helmet piece, and it's just a very unique, cool looking piece. And just to have a better look at those face prints, just Scarecrow, that is just awesome, isn't it? And from the back you can see there is print on the back of Scarecrow's head, and we do get an alternate face print on Killer Moth. And taking the wings off Killer Moth, we can see the back print on the torso is pretty much just standard fare. I've saved the goodies for last, and of course we get Gas Mask Batman and Blue Beetle. So 2 more awesome minifigs. Batman comes with his trusty batarang, and he has his rebreather as well. And Blue Beetle has his energy cannon. Taking those accessories away, we get a bit better look at the prints. I'm a big fan of this torso Batman print. I like the green print to it. And removing the cowl, you can see the breathing apparatus and his goggles. And on to Blue Beetle, and how cool does this minifig look? I must admit, from the first time I saw him on the box art, I wasn't really too sure about Blue Beetle, but seeing him in the flesh here, so to speak, it is one very cool minifig. So we get some nice printing on the torso. We get the dual molded legs in the black and blue, so Very nice combination. We get some great face print as well. Really like that printing. We get a new molded piece for his little antennas, and that's a very cool piece. There's also a little bit of printing on the front of that as well. Looking from the back, you can see Batman's alternate face print, and it gives you a better look at Blue Beetle's wings. And taking those wings off, you can see the scarab print on the back of the torso. So very nice printing. You also see the print, the rear torso print on Batman there. And then just to show you this piece here, let me see if I can get that in there just in a little bit more, so you can see that a little bit better. So another very cool little molded piece that is. There it is there. So let's start with the little tractor. There's no play features with this one. So all we can do here is spin it around and check it out from each side. Now it does have a couple of stickers, so we do get a sticker here. There's another one on top of the guard there. And you can see we get a number plate that is a sticker. We do get a hitch there, so we can tow something around with the tractor. There you can see the sticker on the guard a little bit better. For a small build, it's got quite a bit of greebling, and that really adds to this build. And on to the very cool harvester. Now, just to start off, we do get a few stickers on this set. So just from this side, we've got one there, and one over there. I will show down from the top shortly, and you'll get a better look at those. Lots of detailing on this set. It has a couple of little play features to it, and they are both very cool. So we have the working harvester. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Doesn't like going backwards too much, but does work well going forwards, and you really wouldn't want that chasing you down, would you? We have a couple of clips on each side of the harvester. On this side we have his stud shooting gun, and you can leave it mounted on the harvester or you can take it off for the Scarecrow. On the other side is his pitchfork, and we will get round to that. But the other play feature, of course, is the gas tank. Now that opens up and you can store all your little gas bombs in there, which you get 4 of. And of course you can load them into your stud shooter and fire away. The other thing that the Scarecrow can do with his gas tank is when he captures someone, you can actually put them in the tank. And here you can see he's got hold of the farmer, and in the tank he goes. And looking front on, you really don't want that coming towards you, do you? And looking from the top down, you can see that the stickers on each side here. And the same with the other side, we do get a sticker along here. You can see where the clips were for the pitchfork I was talking about, and we do get a hose that runs around to the gas tank. And definitely the worst angle for this build is from the back here, but you can see that there is some hinges there, so you can tilt the gas tank up. And there's a farmer, and he's in all sorts of strife. And on to the bat chopper, and I've got to say quite a bit goes into this build. It's quite chunky. The actual rotor blades build, that's quite substantial just in itself. There is one little thing with that. It is a little bit flimsy. You could see it probably moving there, and you can see you can wobble it quite easily. So it's not real solid. But just have a look at it from the front here, and you can see it's quite wide. That's what I mean. There's quite a bit to this. Of course, you do get an opening cockpit, and that is just a sticker on the cockpit, and to each side there, those are stickers as well. The thing I really like about this is they have really kept it sort of quite compact. There's no sort of missiles sticking out or stud shooters or anything like that. You can see there is what would possibly be some weapons on each side here, but it's all to do with the play features that keeps that all nicely hidden. So let's try it from the front here so you can see it. I'm going to have to hold it here, and if we push that in, out come the stud shooters. So I like that they've managed to keep those tucked neatly away. And just to show you how that works, you can see that there's a slide here. So you actually slide the whole tail into the build, and that pops that open. So what you do is you push that in, and out they come. The only problem with that is when you pull it back, they don't retract at all, so you do have to manually push those back in. Of course, we get our little rotor on the back here. We get the bat fin for the very back of the chopper. Let's just take it around so you can see it from the back. And I just think it has great shape to it. But I guess the best thing to do to help compare this to some other choppers is of course do a watch your building comparison. So let me grab some other sets to bring in. Okay, so here we have it. Got two other choppers to do a comparison here. We've got another bat chopper, that's on the left. That's from set 76011. Batman Man-Bat Attack, that's from 2014. And on the right we have the Batwing the Joker Aerial Assault set 7782, and that's from 2006. And just doing a more direct comparison between the two bat choppers, you can really see how more substantial the new bat chopper is, and why overall I'd probably prefer the black and yellow colour scheme. I've got to say I much prefer this new bat chopper over the Man-Bat Attack one. And swinging over to Joker's chopper, and I have to be honest guys, I have always been a big fan of this chopper. I'm just a big fan of the 2006 Batwing set, just all over. I love both builds in that. Like I said, always been a big fan of this Joker build, and doing the comparison here, it really does highlight, I guess, on the Joker build it's not really complete, that chopper, is it? And that's what I really like about this new bat chopper. It's much more of a complete build. Now, to pick a favourite out of these two, well look, it's going to be very, very hard for me because I have loved the Joker chopper for so long. It really is just one of my favourite villain vehicles of all time when it comes to superheroes. There's just something about that set. But with the bat chopper just being a much more complete build, look, it honestly is really hard for me to decide, and that just indicates to me that how much I really do like this bat chopper. And I've got to admit, I am surprised by that. Well, I think it's time for me to give you my final thoughts on this set, but just before we do, out of these three, what's your pick? I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you have any of these other choppers? And seeing this direct comparison, has that helped you make your mind up on the new bat chopper? So we've checked the figs out, we've checked the set out, we've even done a bit of a comparison. So, final thoughts. Let's start with the minifigs. I've got to say, the Killer Moth and Blue Beetle, when I first saw images of those, I wasn't really too convinced with them. I wasn't, they just didn't pop out to me. I love the look of the Scarecrow, and he is very cool. But after building those and seeing them now, I have to say they are very, very impressive minifigs. There's not a dud minifig here. The Scarecrow, awesome. Killer Moth, awesome. Blue Beetle, awesome. The Batman, very nice new printing on the Batman, and as a Batman fan, they can give me new Batmans every day of the week and I'll take them, so I'm a big fan of that. And even down to the farmer, I mean, that farmer, that's a pretty cool looking dude as well. And while we're talking about the farmer, let's have a look at that tractor. Now, that is a very, very cool little build. Huge fan of the tractor. I know even from the first time I saw it, I thought, how cool does that tractor look? And it doesn't disappoint. It's a great little build. And it makes me glad that I've got a little farming area in the city, because that tractor is going to go into the city, into the farm, that is for sure. Onto the bat chopper, and honestly guys, that was the weakest looking thing to me going into buying this set. The chopper, it didn't do a lot for me. I thought, great, we get another bat chopper, and I just really wasn't feeling it for another bat chopper. But upon building it, I'm actually quite impressed. It probably still is the least item I like out of this whole set. But in saying that, I really love everything else here. So the bat chopper is still a great build. It's actually quite solid. As you could see from the comparisons I did with some other superhero choppers we've got, I mean, it's quite impressive. It's quite substantial, which, you know, we don't normally get that with the choppers. So overall, I'm very happy with it. Again, the colour scheme didn't do a lot for me, but seeing it in real life here, I really do like the colour scheme, and I'm certainly going to enjoy putting this one on display with all my other superhero vehicles. So a lot of other people out there that still weren't sure about that chopper, and I've got to say it's a lot better than what you think it's going to be. And onto the Harvester. I've already let the cat out of the bag because I said how much I love these other builds, and I just think that Harvester just looks fantastic. And again, it could be quite easily modified to go into a farm scene, but for Scarecrow's villain vehicle, I just think it's just great. And again, that is another set I'm going to enjoy putting on display with all the other villain vehicles that I have. It's got some great play features. The whole set really has great play features, and for a young fella, for a parent that's going to be buying for their child, look, they're going to get a lot of value out of this set because you get 3 vehicles, 5 minifigs. There's a lot to play with this set. So originally when I saw the images for this set, I wasn't 100% sold on it, but now I've built it, I have to say I'm very, very impressed with it. I've got to give it a big thumbs up. There's just so many fantastic elements to this set, and as a collector, the vehicles are display worthy, the minifigs are fantastic. So for me as a Batman collector, honestly, I couldn't go wrong with it. I do encourage you guys to pick it up as well. If you're sitting on the fence and you're not sure, it does get my thumbs up. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really love that. And what would be even better if you hit that subscribe button so you stick around for more fantastic Lego, because I've got lots more on the way for you guys. Don't forget, you can check me out on Instagram at DownUnder. Just, I have to say a big thank you to I'm Rick James Bricks for sending this set out to review. But that's it for today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.